Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and today on this Stringer Sip Saturday, I'm going to be talking to you about how to choose the different type of bottom string that you use. And this is a question I get relatively often, and something I'll make a few more videos on, maybe tutorials on a few different types of bottom strings. First off, if there's some stringers tips, things that I do or things you don't understand how to do, videos you'd like to see, comment down in the description or comment down below of what stringers tips you want me to cover. So bottom strings is of course the string down at the bottom of the stick that holds the mess in place. This is a very important part. It can really change how the pocket is shaped. When you're stringing a stick, I recommend that you string the whole thing, and then do the bottom string as well and pound it out and see how it shapes out. So we'll start out with a basic bottom string and work through. I've got four here that I'm going to talk about. So this bottom string is one where the bottom string is, I do all my bottom strings on the 9-diamond row generally, but you can do them on the 10-diamond as well. Comes up through the outside 9-diamond bottom string, or 9-diamond mesh hole, around the back, and down through the outside 9-diamond row hole on the other side, without going through any mesh holes in the middle. And so this creates, it bunches the mesh a little bit and keeps them very flat and spaced out evenly, and just bunches the mesh a little at the bottom. And I find that this bottom string is well fitted for mid-low pockets and mid pockets because it's going to bunch the mesh up together but not too much, and keep it relatively defined. So I like this one for mid pockets and mid-low pockets. It provides a really clean look. The tail is going to flow out very nicely. It's really clean down at the bottom. This next one is very similar to that one, but with just one difference. So this bottom string comes in up through the bottom of the outside 9-diamond row and then is weaved across that 9-diamond row. And what this is going to do is essentially bunch the mesh a little bit more, and so it's going to bunch it together. And I find that this is better to create a more less defined pocket, and it'll bunch the mesh together at the bottom a little bit more than the other one, and create a good low pocket. So the next one I'm going to cover is a variation on those two. If you like those and like the one string style, but don't want to use, don't want your pocket to be as baggy and make it a little more defined, what you can do is go across the back without going through all the diamonds. So this is an example on 6-diamond, where you can see instead of going across the whole row, I only went partially across it, and this is going to pull just that part of the mesh up and make it nice and tight and defined. And the final type is the type of bottom string that I use and that I prefer for mid and mid-high pockets, and it's this four connector bottom string, where the bottom string starts and comes up and goes up through the outside 9-diamond row, across 2 rows, down through the middle diamond, back down through the bottom, and back up through that same diamond. And so as opposed to bunching the mesh, this is going to keep the mesh very, very flat at the bottom, so it will not bunch it. If it bunched it, it would create a pocket down at the bottom and make it more baggy. But by keeping it all flat, it's going to prevent this stick from bagging out of the bottom and push the pocket back up toward the scoop where you want it if you have a mid-high pocket or a high pocket. So I'll be making some tutorials on how to do specifically these varying top or varying bottom strings, and give a little information in each of those videos about when and what circumstances that bottom string is best for. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.